Also, I'm devastated by Infinity War. I don't know if anyone
You
else
saw it
is.
finally?
Finally, I know.
God, it took you so long to go see it. Holy crap.
So I went by myself, and I'm like fine going to movies by myself, but I didn't realize the theater was gonna be packed. I don't know, stupid me. And this guy, I felt really bad for him because I kept like scooching closer because this other guy would not shut the F up. And so I was so annoyed. So annoyed, but whatever.
This is what happens when Mary goes to see a movie all by herself.
I know. Oh, we're rolling. Sorry.
Hello, Geek fans, and welcome to the show that makes the Justice League movie look like Infinity War.
Well, Steve, let's not oversell ourselves here.
What, you don't think we can pull that off?
I don't think Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet could pull that off.
Well, now you're just being mean.
Aw, you're so sweet.
Anyway, I'm Steve.
And I'm Mary, and we have a great show for you today with all the geek news and interviews you can handle. So let's start out with our Week in Geek.
Batman and Catwoman's upcoming nuptials are just 2 months away, and already marriage counselors are warning the couple that because of their, shall we say, differing perspectives on crime and kleptomania, they need to have a serious discussion regarding life goals. Real-life clinical psychologist Robin S. Rosenberg is advising the couple to seek counsel early and discuss particularly whether or not Bruce's father figure, Alfred Pennyworth, should continue living with them after the marriage, to which Alfred replied, "Lady, you need to mind your own damn business."
Excitement for the upcoming Star Wars Solo film, Solo, is ramping up with pre-sales doubling that of Black Panther and within striking distance of Infinity War. At the same time, financial bets aren't necessarily a sure thing, as analysts from Forbes have run the numbers on whether or not a good first weekend will equal overall success, with Solo needing to break all Memorial Day box office records to come close to matching its siblings in the Star Wars saga. Of course, others are arguing Alden Ehrenreich could in fact be a better Han Solo than Harrison Ford, to which we all just kind of...
Couldn't have said it better myself. This week, Disney CEO Bob Iger announced during an earnings call that after the still untitled Avengers 4, Marvel would be looking to, quote, new franchises beyond Avengers to fill out the comic book movie Juggernaut's film slate.
Now, in order to help our very close personal friends at Disney decide what these new franchises should be, we decided to highlight a few that are sure to be blockbusters.
When the Avengers are too busy talking to the cleaning lady on Monday.
What? Because you'll be dust by Monday. And the cleaning lady? She dusts.
One group of heroes with names like Squirrel Girl, Big Bertha, and Doorman will rise to the cinematic occasion. They are the Great Lakes Avengers! Yeah, I haven't heard of them either.
In a world where obscure characters and anthropomorphic animals equal box office gold, one team looks to ride that wave. Howard the Duck and his fantastic Defenders of the Universe. Like the X-Men, only not as good.
You know, this is beginning to seriously undermine my self-esteem.
If you love the MCU but don't like Iron Man, Captain America, or any of the other Avengers, this is the story for you. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the movie.
They fight for humanity from a lunar base with incredible alien powers. Marvel presents The Inhumans. Wait a second.
Yeah, I don't think we need any more Inhumans, do you?
I think they said everything they needed to say with the TV show.
Do you ever think about how much better your life would be with me?
No. No, we don't. Fortnite's Battle Royale, the 100 player v player spectacle that allows you to jump out of a flying battle bus and kill your friends with extreme prejudice, has added a limited time Infinity Gauntlet mode, where the gauntlet falls randomly somewhere on the map, and whoever finds it is turned into the Mad Titan himself, Thanos. Your powers are boosted from 100 to 700, but you're also then targeted by every player on the board. As fun as that sounds, the best part is probably this.
Thanos demands your groove. Google unveiled its newest AI tech this last week, showing how their assistant software Duplex can mimic human speech and thought patterns enough to schedule appointments over the phone without the other person even knowing they're talking to a machine. Now, critics pounced immediately, stating the software was, quote, unethical because it tricks humans into thinking they're talking to a real person. Duplex also sparked continued debate over AI's control over data, automation software, and privacy. Now, I understand their worries, I really do, but I for one welcome this change and hereby pledge fealty to our future robotic overlords.
Don't you think it's a little early for that?
It's never too early to get on the winning team, Mary. Plus, I think The Matrix is going to be a hell of a lot of fun.
And that's our Week in Geek. While Steve prepares to gain favor with Alexa, why don't we catch up with our main man, Cippy? He's sitting down with famous voiceover artist James Arnold Taylor and discovers what Ratchet, Johnny Test, and Yondu have in common.
I'm gonna interview you.
Are we gonna
interviewing me?
an interviewception, if you will?
Oh no. James Arnold Taylor, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Fred Flintstone,
Johnny Test, who's totally awesome.
Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank. That's my regular
That's
voice.
your regular voice. Kinda
Leonardo,
cheating there.
Leonardo the Ninja Turtle. That's my regular voice. Titus from Final Fantasy X. A lot of people like that. That's pretty much my regular voice. Spider-Man, regular voice. But Magneto, yes, Magneto is different. Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy. Cosmo, the Russian telepathic cosmonaut dog. He's good, yes. All the minions. And a bunch of other voices. I've just been fascinated by what the human voice can do.
Yeah.
And so a lot of my work, so voice actors, you know, people don't really recognize us, but certainly they've heard us. If you watch Fox, there's that voice that says, The Simpsons coming up next on Fox. That's me.
That's you?
That's me.
Oh, I've heard you as the Simpsons star.
Yeah, that's right. Or Family Guy, or all those. But so I just always loved doing voices and found that I could do them well. And so I do a lot of celebrities' voices if they're not available. So if Christopher Walken isn't able to do his voice, I come in and do it. It's great. Whoa, wait a second. Doc, you mean to tell me you built a time machine out of a DeLorean? The way I see it, Marty, if you're going to build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? So I fill in for these guys if they're not able to do their own voice. Little secret. It's a Hollywood secret. Tell me.
Are you telling me that Hollywood actors don't do all of their own work?
No, between me and the stuntman, right there.
That's right. They don't even do anything on set. Do you have a favorite character that you voice?
You know, I really try to keep whichever one I'm voicing at the time is my favorite because I've been really blessed to have a great career of doing all these various voices, and people would never guess that, you know, one little guy is all these different voices. So I try to make whichever one I'm doing my favorite at the time. I think that geekdom is, you know, now it's accepted.
Yes.
But I was a geek, you know, I'm a product of the 80s. So I was geek before geek was chic. So I think that I'm really just a geek that it's popular now, that it's accepted, and that actually people see the benefit of being a geek.
Well, that's our show for this week. Thanks for joining us, and remember to like Geek on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and watch us on YouTube. It's, of course, G3EK because the E is backward. Because we're clever that way.
So smart.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think anyone's ever done that before, so.
I think you're right.
What? Every week we have tons of geek content, movie reviews, celebrity sit-downs, and more. Remember, I'm Mary.
I'm Steve, and we are Geek. Dance moves like Thanos.